one. Day 2. Over an hour and a half late for work. Got up, ate my breakfast, packed my bag, I'm dressed. On the way to work. Day 4. It's day 8. Think I'm on day, I want to say maybe 10 or 11. I don't know what day it is. Maybe 11, maybe 10. I'm not sure. I've never been so tired in my life, and honestly, I think I'm getting sick, which also sucks. But we have to keep pushing. I legit think it's like day 12 or 13. Yesterday was 12. I forgot to record a video, so day 12 and day 13. Day 12 or 13. 13 or 14. I lost track of fucking time. You're HR, right?
Yeah.
Oh. So I guess I need to get this to you, right?
What is it? Oh no, you don't give this to me. You give this to Danielle.
Why not?
I can make a copy of. Yeah, but because they still accept all official resignations and notices, and then they let me know.
Well, where is she at? I need to go and give this to her.
I mean, I can give it to her if you want me to.
I can give it to her. You can make a copy of it. Go ahead. I'll wait. And just like that, I quit my full-time job. My guaranteed paycheck, full-time job. But when is it really a good time to pursue your passions? My name is Othan Gator, and I am a filmmaker here in Greenville, North Carolina. For the last 13 years of my life, I pursued this dream, this passion of mine relentlessly within the confines of comfort, I would say. I'm 38 years old, and I've literally spent the last 13 years in a career that I hate. And hate is a very strong word, but it's the word that I'm choosing to use. I went into the medical field based on comfort because I knew if I had a nursing degree, I would be able and guaranteed to find work regularly. And to an extent, that's true. But at what cost? Like, I quickly realized how much I dislike being a nurse. Fast. Growing up, I didn't have the same opportunities as a lot of people. You know, if you get on the internet and you go watch the average person who's into the filmmaking, realm, they were given opportunities, whether their parents worked at a TV station and they got to be in the editing bay, or their mom and dad bought a camera for them to use, or they had a camera and it was just some camera that they had and it was like, oh yeah, you could use it, and they used that camera to make their mini short films as a kid, or even Spielberg, walked into a film studio, walked into a director's office and asked to see him, and he got ushered into the office to see him. Like, that shit wasn't happening to kids like me growing up, you know. If anyone even had a camcorder, you weren't allowed to touch it. So times were different back when I was a kid, especially for a black kid. Let's just be honest, compared to anyone else back in the day. So my dreams were never nurtured. This was just something that I thought of and wanted to do, but didn't pursue it because I didn't know how. I was actually in nursing school and was maybe about 3 or 4 months into nursing school, and I just happened to go to an AT&T. I walked into an AT&T store, and I was in there messing with the new iPhone 3GS or 3, whatever it was at the time. I was messing with one of the iterations of the iPhone, and I went to YouTube on the iPhone because I was still pretty amazed at having, you know, that we could have YouTube in our pockets now, you know, having YouTube on the go. I was on YouTube and I typed in how to be a filmmaker, not knowing how to do it. I just typed it in, and what I saw, I was floored. I was like, people are making films with no money just like me? Oh yeah, it's a wrap. So I fully committed to the idea of wanting to be a filmmaker in 2009, 2010. I was gonna drop out of nursing school, but my mom convinced me otherwise. My mom told me, she said, hey, don't you feel like you'll have more money to do more filmmaking things if you graduated with your nursing degree? And I was mad. Like, I was like, what? Support me, what? But the more I thought about it, she was kind of right. I'm like, well, I guess. So I graduated. I went through, graduated nursing school, and I had this notion that I was going to leave North Carolina. I was going to go to LA, and I was just going to start making movies. I was going to have a license, a degree that I can actually go to work, make some money, buy film stuff, make film related things, and then be done with nursing. But it didn't work out like that. 2012, my daughter was born, and I was kind of grounded here in North Carolina. I figured, you know, I'll make it work. I'll figure it out from here. I'll make it work here in North Carolina, but it just never took off. And I really think it's because I never fully committed to being a filmmaker. I always had one foot in and one foot out, because I really don't want to not know where my next paycheck is coming from. That's a scary feeling. I have made money with my camera. I always had one foot in, one foot out, you know, and I always did filmmaking on a part-time basis, I would say. You know, I would go be on someone's clock Monday through Friday or whatever my schedule was. But if someone called me and said, hey, I got some film stuff for you to do, I would go do it. And for a while that worked, you know, for a while it was a decent balance. You know, it kind of sufficed and kept that itch scratched to a point of, okay, I could do this. You know, I can keep doing this until filmmaking takes off, but, you know, ultimately I'm still gonna go to work. But it just doesn't work like that. I don't want to do this anymore. This hasn't been an easy decision for me. This is something that I have been thinking about for a long time. And, you know, thinking back to the past, every time that I wanted to do this, I was afraid that I would fail. But now it's to the point where I'm afraid that if I don't try, I'll just regret it for the rest of my life. I'm 38 years old. I'm not getting any younger, and life is not slowing down for anyone. And I don't want to wake up in my late 40s still putting on scrubs, knowing that I didn't at least give myself the opportunity to pursue this fully. So here I am, putting myself out there, putting myself on the line, putting my livelihood on the line to pursue this goal. This channel is basically going to be about my journey to become a full-time filmmaker. Essentially making my own fame. Document my journey trying to be successful in this field. And I hope to see you. I hope you want to join. Subscribe, and at least it'll be somewhat entertaining. And I've filmed this I've been trying to film this for hours, and this is really hard. So I feel like I'm gonna have some trouble, but win or lose, I have to try.